Hello everybody, it's Wendy and today I am here with Jesse James Beads to make a really cool little pair of earrings. Check these out. I love this new bead mix. They have got the little alien heads, oh my gosh, and the little astronaut. I just love this. It's so cute. This is called their Summer Skies. It's new mixes that are out and wow, you just cannot beat the cute factor. First of all, our encouraging word for today is we rise by lifting others. So here's what you're going to need if you want to make this earring. Now, these are by Beadalon. These are called Quick Links, and I had these two in silver. They are flat on one side, faceted on the other side. I just think they're really cool and they're fun to work with. These are from Jesse James Beads from another mix that I had a long time ago, and they're just bead frames. If you don't have bead frames, you can use wire and wrap your bead in another ring, just like I'm going to do on this. I mean, it's basically the same. You'll just have to use a piece of wire and wrap around your frame and then around this frame. So I'm just going to use an eye pin because these bead frames have holes. But if they didn't, like I said, you could just take some wire and wrap around here, come up, wrap around here, come down, wrap around here. So, and string your bead through the middle. So you need 2 rings. And let me tell you, I'm not sure what sizes these are. That would be good to know. So this one is fairly large. Where's my millimeters? This one is about 29 millimeters. This one is right about 20 millimeters, 19 millimeters, something like that. Okay. And then from the bead mix, we've got, you'll need 2 of everything that I'm telling you, of course, or double everything. You're going to use this really pretty little rhinestone bead. I think this makes a perfect little planet. The astronaut charm, so daggone cute. The little alien head charm, the little moon. And then I have got 4 crimp bead covers, okay? So these are just 3 millimeter crimp bead covers, and I'll show you what we're going to do with those. We're going to space some things out. I have a post ear wire. I have 1 eye pin. I have 4 of these little spacers that were in the mix, the bead mix. And then I have some little oval jump rings here, okay? So this is super simple. It really is. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your little eye pin. We're going to open it right up. Let me kind of zoom in a little. I'll take him right here. Okay. So we're going to open up our eye pin. We are going to put it right here on this bead frame or this ring and close it right up. So I live on the east coast of Florida. So it's called the Space Coast because we have NASA, Cape Canaveral, Kennedy Space Center, the whole bit over here. So this would be really cute for somebody that is, you know, an NASA employee or Cape Canaveral employee. Just how cute would those be? Or a kid that's interested. I'm hoping that maybe Landon will come here to college one day. So we have all kinds of cool stuff here. And I'm going to put these 2 spacers right on there. See that? Then I'm going into my bead frame. I am going to put my bead on. Going out the top of the bead frame. And again, if you don't have bead frames, what you would just have to do is wire wrap. So you would take your wire, you would wrap it on here, put it up through these 2, wrap it here, put your bead on, go up through here, wrap, and then we're going to put these other 2 guys on. And you would go ahead and wrap the top and make a little loop, but we're just going to make a loop because we're not wire wrapping at this point. So I'm just going to 90-degree bend. And I did not get any of my tools out. I'm so prepared. And then I'm just going to cut this off. Now I'm going to make this loop a little bigger than I make most of my loops. Y'all see me, I usually like to make these teeny weeny little loops, but This one I'm going to do a little bit bigger just so we've got room to get it around our bead frame, or our ring here. Okay, so just wrap it, do that loop right around your bead frame, or your, gosh, I keep saying bead frame, your ring, your little ring. Make sure that it's closed up really good. That's all you want to do right now. We'll adjust it here in a minute. So just make sure that it's closed up. It's not going to come loose. And don't worry about it being a little wonky at this moment, because it will be. Just making sure it's closed up. Okay, so there's what we've got so far. Now, I'm going to take it now, and I'm going to kind of just straighten it out a little bit, just on the bend right here. I just want to make sure that it's straight up and down. There we go. So there we have it. Now, you can go ahead. I hooked my, I'm going to go ahead and hook my ear wire on with a jump ring. It doesn't really matter what order you do this stuff in now. It's just kind of, we're just going to be hanging the charms on, hanging the ear wire. But I'm going to go right through, and I'm going to hook my ear wire on with my jump ring. Make sure you get everything closed up really good. Now, when I hang this, as you can see, if I've got my front of my earring here, it's kind of wanting to turn to the side. So what you need to do is grab a hold of your earring like you want it to hang. So we want it to hang like this. And then you may have to turn your little piece in here just a little to get it hang correctly, to get it to hang correctly. And see there, mine now is hanging right. And I need to make sure my jump ring is closed up really good, because it's not. And things can fly out where they shouldn't. Okay, so just make sure your jump ring's closed up really good, just like that. All right, and that little planet will spin around in there. It's kind of cool. All right, so there's that one. Now what we're going to do is we're going to come down to the bottom. So if you want, you can mirror these. I probably will put my moon over here and my alien head over here just to mirror it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my jump rings, and I'm going to hang my little astronaut dude on. And I'm just going to hang him on to the side. Doesn't really matter which side you do, either the right or the left side of your bottom loop here. Okay, I'm not hanging him directly from the loop, because you could if you wanted to, but I just wanted him to kind of not be that low maybe. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these crimp bead covers, and on one side I'm going to place this one. I'm just going to put it on there and close it up, just like I would if I was using it on a crimp bead. If I can get a hold of it, that is. Okay, put it on there, just close it up. Make sure you close it real good so it doesn't slide off your wire. Okay, now one thing that you want to be sure about while you're doing this is you want this crimp bead cover to be right at the edge of these two these two spacers, and same thing on the other side. And it's kind of important that you get them there, because this crimp bead cover is not going to move. Once you put it on, it's going to be stationary. It won't slide around unless you use a bigger one. If you use a bigger one, it could slide around, but you want it to be right on the outer edge of these snowflake spacers, because otherwise it's going to look, spaced out weirdly. So just try to get it on, see how I did there? I got it on the edge on that side and on the edge on this side. So now this can't really slide anywhere. It's just in there, right? Just like that, okay? And then we're going to take our alien and our moon. So I'm going to put the moon on this side and the alien on this side. I'm just mirroring them. You don't have to do that, but I kind of like to. Oh, come on now. There we go. And I'm just going to hang it right on here and close up my jump ring. Okay. just like that. And as you can tell, your spacer here just spaces it out enough to where it's not hanging right over top of your little astronaut. And we're going to do the same thing over here with our alien. Love these alien heads. I think they're so cute. Oh my goodness. Just love them. Just like that. So adorable. Okay, and then we're going to take our, again, with our crimp bead covers. You don't have to do this, but I kind of want to put one on the outside of each of these little charms. I just think it makes it look a little more complete. And again, it's totally up to your own creative control. You don't have to. But these are super cute. Well, I always have a hard time getting a hold of them for some reason. They just want to slide right out. And you can use your crimp pliers, but I never seem to have any better luck with them. I seem to have the best luck with these flat, these wider flat pliers. I don't know why. But I'm not having much luck at all today. So I may grab the crimp plier and just see. It does have the little divots, but it doesn't always really help. When all else fails, let's just try our fingers. That's the best way to shove it in there. But again, you want it to be down, because remember, these are tiny. So when you put them on and close them, they're not going to slide on this. If you want them to slide, and I'm going to open this one up a little bit more because he's just being impossible. If you want them to slide, then you could use bigger ones. They make bigger ones. And you could use bigger ones, and then they would kind of slide around. But I'm kind of wanting mine to stay put where I put them. So there we go. Just needed to open him a little bit more, and that helps. And then I'm just going to try to close him up, and I would like to close him with the seam toward the back if he will cooperate. It's a little fiddly, but there we go. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Yep, it happens. Now the other one, this other earring that I made, I did this with no problem. And you know why? Because I was not on camera. But when you are on camera, there we go. It's like the everything conspires against you to make you look as silly as possible. It doesn't take much for me to make me look silly. Oh, goodness. All right, so here we go on the other side, same thing. And that one went on much better. It heard me talking about its brother over there being difficult. And it decided it was going to just obey and go on nicely. And it did. So here you have it. Look at them. Aren't they absolutely adorable? I love these new little bead mixes from Jessie James Beads. Summer Skies is what they're called. Check them out. Absolutely adorable little astronauts. So if you know somebody that lives on the Space Coast, or you know somebody who is maybe teaches a science class, how cool would these be for them? Somebody that is going to, you know, my son is in space engineering. So yeah, of course he wouldn't wear these. These are girls, but you know, maybe if he gets a girlfriend and they, you know, marry and move to Cape Canaveral and work, I'll give her these. So who knows? But anyway, as cute as they can be, check out the description box below for links, and yeah, check out Jessie James Beads. They have some of the most unique, adorable things that you will ever find in the beading world, and I really enjoy working with their products. So check them out. I will see you in the next video. Bye.